What's up friends, I'm Mike again, glad to have you guys back. Today is very exciting because I partnered up with Asus to show you one of their newest tech, which is the Asus ZenScreen Dual OLED portable monitor. And yes, it is a dual screen that can fold and it's packed with a ton of features. So without further ado, let's check it out and see what it's all about. Whoa, this is cool. So it's this thin. It's made of metal outside, so it's cool to the touch. Whoa. So it has two screens and the display is very glossy. Oh, this is cool. So the whole thing folds and the hinges feel very durable and sturdy. They have a built-in kickstand on the back so it flips out. That is cool. And if you want to adjust the angle, you can make it more vertical like this, but that's the most that it can open. So the design of this is very high quality. The all metal exterior with the stand, it all feels very premium so far. In the box comes with other accessories. So over here, you got a HDMI to mini HDMI cable, a right angle USB-C, and lastly, another right angle USB Type-C cable. That's really nice. It makes the cables look a lot more neat when you connect everything. And it also comes with a cloth, so you can wipe the screen because it's so glossy. So for connectivity, it has a few options over here with the mini HDMI, and then you have two USB Type-Cs over here, and then there's a third USB Type-C just for power if you're using it with the HDMI. So plugging it in straight into my laptop should be able to power this thing up. Whoa, there it is, the dual screen. That's cool. So these are both OLED displays, full HD, and there are a few other modes to this. So in mirror mode, the top and the bottom are both mirrored. And on the side, there's this menu button, and we can quickly change it to a different mode, say extend mode. Right now, we're in extended mode, but only one of them is showing. So we plug the second one in as a second screen. Now we have three screens. So in this mode, it's treated as two different displays. I just stacked them on top because physically that's what it looks like. So now, it works. But the cool thing is, you can actually flip this over. Will it automatically rotate? Will it? It did! It automatically rotated. So that's pretty cool. And when you flip it back, wow, that's useful. And by the way, the only reason why I needed to plug both of these in is because the extended mode is not compatible with Macs, so it treats each like a separate monitor. But if you're using Windows, only one cable is required for extend mode to work. So you see why the right angle cables are nice to have now? They're neatly plugged into here like this, and it's not sticking out like this. So it looks a lot better when both the displays are plugged in. And since we kind of know how to use it now, let's go out in real life and see how useful this portable monitor really is. So it also comes with this bag as well that you can carry the portable monitor in. You just slide it in. Wow, it is like a mini laptop. So guys, we just edited that part that you just saw on this setup, and I gotta say that having the monitor up like this really saves my neck. It's just nice not having to look down to edit on my laptop, and having this at head height really helps with ergonomics. So having a foldable monitor like this makes it very easy to share what you're seeing on screen with someone else that's sitting across from you. Right now it's in extension mode. I have three different screens going on. On my laptop I got the timeline, on the top one I got the viewer, and on the bottom one I have the music. So it makes multitasking really easy as well. And the other thing that I really like is that if I don't need to use the bottom one, I can just put my laptop over here, and it's like a top and bottom screen setup going on here. The other thing is that both of these screens are full HD. It still looks very clear, but when you move windows over, everything becomes a lot bigger. So that's the only thing I really noticed. There is a bit of glare because of how reflective the screens are, but the brightness actually makes up for it and makes it usable outside. Anyways, I think we are done here, guys. Let's move on to the next part. So the next mode is called independent mode. You can use different inputs for each screen. So on the top, I got my switch going. It's connected through the mini HDMI. And on the bottom, I have Crunchyroll, and it's connected to my laptop, like an extended monitor. So with this setup, I can like do a lot here. It's really cool where I can just sit down, relax, watch movies, and just game, you know? And the screen quality is actually quite good. They're both OLED screens, so the blacks are really black, and oh, I just got killed. Anyways, the colors are just super vibrant. And in the settings over here, there are a ton of different modes. And in user mode, you can fine tune a lot of different things. And I think having this glass-like texture on the screen really helps with the clarity. Everything just looks super sharp on this. It'd be pretty hard to tell that the resolution is only at full HD and not 4K. So now we're on Windows, and look over here. You only need one cable for both screens to work. So right now our configuration is like 1, 2, 3, and the last mode that I want to show you is called split mode. So essentially it makes this monitor one big monitor instead of two separate ones. So this is really useful if you're browsing the web and don't want to scroll as much. You can see a lot more over here. So if you're a streamer and you got a long chat going, you can read your chat like that. And if you're a coder, writing code on this would be very useful. Also, if you want to use both screens in portrait mode, you could, because it has these plastic things over here on the bottom as well that you can just place vertically like this and lean it back on the kickstand, and you have this kind of setup. It's very interesting. Maybe it's easier if you have extend mode and have one window on each side, but yeah, that is very useful and cool that it auto rotates. All thanks to the Asus Display Widget Center. So with this, you can change a lot of the color settings. You can quickly choose one that you like theater mode, game mode, and you can also change the brightness right from the screen so you don't have to touch the buttons on top. And if I want to change the orientation, it just changes like that. That's super quick. So yeah, really impressed with this. So guys, after using this for a while, I'm actually really impressed at how light and portable it is. It just makes me feel like I can take my laptop anywhere and it can transform into like a full-blown multitasking beast of a machine with this monitor. So I think this is gonna be perfect for people who are always traveling, on the go, and for professionals that really need to just like sit down at a coffee shop and hunker down to get work done. Because when I was video editing on this, it was so much easier having reference screens. I didn't need to like alt-tab it all the time and switch between different things. And having this top monitor really helps with my posture, so I think it's gonna be really good for your neck when you're working long hours. Anyways, if you're interested in the monitor, there's a link in the description below for you to check out. And if you have any questions about this at all or the setup, make sure to comment below. I'd love to help you guys out. And if you're still watching right now, thank you so much for supporting my videos and watching till the end. Make sure you drop a fire emoji in the comments below to let me know that you watched up to this point. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to Asus for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye!